friends and family, my name is Esther. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe, and if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate your support like always. And so in today's video, I'm going to share my OET journey, how it all went, and what was the scores, and how I became to be eligible to register for NMC in the UK. So there is a little story to the UK, to the OET journey. I remember on the 25th of August 2019, that was the day that I took the test. So we took this test in Cape Town. I'm saying we because it was me and my friend. I'm not going to mention her name, but I assume she knows herself. So me and my friend took a bus. We traveled from Windhoek to Cape Town on a Bailey's bus, and yeah, it was a, how many hours journey was that? I don't remember, but we left Windhoek at 5:30 p.m. and then we arrived in Cape Town around 4 p.m. Yeah, so it was almost so yeah, it was a good journey. We slept on the bus, we spoke, we ate, we had all the kind of fun on the way to Cape Town. So we arrived in Cape Town. I think we went on a Wednesday, and we were taking our test on a Friday. So we arrived on Thursday, and yeah, I think the test was on a Saturday because we had a day before we took our test. So sorry, I'm not a good storyteller, but I will try my best. So yeah, we arrived in Cape Town, and we booked an Uber that took us to our hotel. And yeah, I thought I was so ready that I did not take so much time to prepare that much, but my friend was preparing for reading. She was busy preparing, and I remember so well seeing my friend having all these question papers and all these reading materials, and she was timing herself, and she was trying to answer those questions, and yeah, when I was taking it easy. And to be honest, I underestimated OET because I just thought, it's occupational English test, so I'm just going to speak like I'm speaking to a patient, I just underestimated the whole test. So, but my friend took it very, very serious, and she was busy preparing, and I was just on my phone on social media. And oh my God. So the day came where we went to the exam venue, to a test venue, and then no, it was first listening, then reading, and then writing, and then speaking. So to be honest, I did not even prepare for speaking at all, because coming from IELTS, remember I did IELTS. In IELTS I always scored a 7 and above, and 8 sometimes. So I thought, well, speaking is just speaking, Nonetheless, we took our first sub-test, which was listening. It went so well. I felt good after I came out of the test, and then we went to the reading part. Oh my God, the reading part A only takes 15 minutes, and you have to answer 20 questions in those 15 minutes. So, oh my God, I did not prepare, I did not prepare at all. I did not practice. answering these 20 questions in 15 minutes. I did not do that, and I saw my friend was really practicing doing so I underestimated the test. That's it. So I think I left one question unanswered, and I think I maybe answered 2 questions wrong, because the time is just so fast, 15 minutes, and you're answering 20 questions, and there's normally 4 articles, and yeah, I'm not going too deep into the details about the structure of the exam, but I'm just here to share my experience of the OET. So we went, we finished, and then we waited for the speaking part, which was in the afternoon, so we had to come back to the hotel. My friend stayed in the room. We actually were in the same room. My friend stayed in the room, and I, that likes seeing, that likes sightseeing, or that is not so like that is underestimating the test, I went out in between. Remember, I'm waiting to do my speaking sub test around, was it 2:30 p.m. So I went out for an hour, just walking in the street, you know. I was just feeling like, oh come on, it's just speaking, you know. So I went out to the street. I was strolling, and I was window shopping and buying things here and there, and my friend had to do her speaking first, so she was just in her room. She was just in the room. She was preparing and, you know, practicing and all that, and then she went to do her speaking. And I think 30 minutes later or an hour, I went to do my speaking, and I did not even introduce myself. I did not introduce myself to the patient. So that is downfall number 1. I did feeling really like very bad and very disappointed, because I felt like I missed a very important point. Like I missed something very important in communication with the patient, because obviously when you communicate to the patient, you first have to introduce yourself. So when we traveled back home by bus again, and you know, we waited for 3 weeks before our results, and after the 3 weeks went by, I remember my friend calling me that morning around 5 in the morning. She called me. She was like, Esther, did you receive your results? And I'm like, no, I didn't check. Oof, I remember my friend saying, she was telling me, hey, result not there, my results are out. And I'm like, okay, so how are your results? And she said, I passed. Oh my God. And I was just like, oh my God, I don't know, I'm happy for my friend, but I'm also scared about my own results, you know. And then I was working that day. I bathed, I went to work. And because with OET you need to wait for the email. They will first email you to say that your result has been published. So I waited. I remember that day I waited all morning. I did not receive that email, and I kept logging into my OET account to see if there is any result. There is nothing. And then around 11 a.m. I saw that email came in, your results are published. Remember my friend already got hers, and then I immediately rushed and then logged in. Oh my God, here is the result that I saw that day. So writing was 360, which is fine. It was a B. And then listening was 350, which was a B. Reading 280. Oh my God, I knew that I failed. Immediately I knew that, oh my God, oh my God, that's it. My friend passed, I did not pass. That's it. And then speaking, I got 340, which is C plus. Again, when speaking, I did not pass. Oh my God! Remember, I did not introduce myself to the patient, and then yeah. Anyways, that's it. Remember, I paid this test 6,000 6,900 or 7,000 something Namibian dollars. So it's a very expensive test, plus the hotel cost and the transport cost. So roughly I could say I spent around 11 to 12,000 just to go and write this one test that I did not even pass. Hey. So so I decided, I booked for another. I saved up money and I booked for another test because I felt like, let me go back immediately before I even forget what I had prepared. Let me not take too long to go and grease it. So I decided to book, and I booked on the 7th of December 2019. I went back, so this time around I did not take a flight to Cape Town, so meaning that I had booked a return ticket that costed me around 3,400. Yes, I remember very well. I flied with Airlink and it was just 3,400 because I booked in advance. So I went on my own, and yeah, I had to be honest, I had prepared myself better, much better than the first time. And these were the scores. Writing, I scored 360, reading 340, listening 420, speaking 370. And again, reading I did not make it because I only scored 340, and that is just a 3 plus, not 3 plus, C plus, and that is not acceptable by NMC. I was so disappointed, guys. I was so disappointed. I remember this time my friend was already in the UK. I remember calling her and telling her the results, and she was also, my friend was sympathizing with me seriously. And there's also another friend who is also in the UK, and I was speaking to her just over the phone. We never met in person by that time. So she was encouraging me and, giving me all the tips and all that. So I also called her to give her, like, sympathizing with me. Ooh. Well, that is another maybe around 15,000 Namibian dollars, because remember I paid 7,000 for the test, and then the flight 3,400, the hotel. Like, I slept in a backpacker that I only paid, I think, 170 per night. But it's a good place, you are having these nice white sheets, and it's clean. Really, I like the backpackers and the hostels in Cape Town. So, but it was roughly around maybe 15,000 Namibian dollars that I spent on this test and trip. Ooh, but I did not give up, guys. I still did not give up. Even after I did OET twice. I decided, what? Oh no. So, and then COVID came, guys. COVID hit. I did not take any test in year 2020. So because there was no traveling. Okay, so in 2021, when the country started opening up, the borders started opening, I decided, oh my God, can I just go and give it another try? Oof. So I booked for a test for 10th of April 2021. So again, I took a bus. Yeah, I took a bus. I traveled with Mbishi Transport. Yes, I traveled to Cape Town, from Benduk to Cape Town with Mbishi Transport, and arrived in Cape Town, and booked in my hostel, and then I think I arrived 2 days before my test day, and I was just relaxing, and test day came, so I went and took my test, and then traveled back with Mitsubishi Transport, and then I waited for 3 weeks, and after 3 weeks, the day of the results came, and I received that email around 10 o'clock that your results are published. So I went on to log in, and I was at work that day. Actually, I was in a meeting. My mentor came to see me. So we were in my office. I had some visitors, my mentor, and see me. We had a little meeting. So, but then that was the day of my results, guys. So I was just sitting there, but I was not paying any attention to whatever they were saying. Like, I was just waiting. I was constantly checking my phone to see if that email came in. And then when they were just about to leave, that email also came in. And then I don't even remember saying goodbye to these people, seriously. Immediately I think I left them in my office when they said, okay, we are done with the meeting and all that. I just walked out of the office. I left them in there, and I went to the toilet. I went to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom, locked in, and then checked the results. When I saw that I made it, I was in the toilet and I was jumping up and down. Like, I was so happy, I was so excited. And I called my friend, another friend who was in Namibia by that time, and he was also planning to go and write his OET. No, he was busy with IELTS actually, and he had done his IELTS, I think 3 to 4 times, but now was planning to go and do OET. So I called him and told him I passed the OET, and he was like, what? Okay, so I'm also going to book for OET. So I gave this friend of mine tips, and because really I've done OET 3 times, so I know all the tips and tricks. So I told him, and he booked for his OET, and then he made it on the first attempt, guys. So again, this video is not to discourage anyone. OET, you can do it in your first attempt. You saw my friend did it in the first attempt. The one that we traveled together, she passed just that first attempt. And then another friend of mine passed also on his first attempt. Friends, if you really want to do something, do not give up. Do not give up. Never give up on anything that you want to do. I never gave up on my English tests, so that is why I am now today here working and living in the UK as a registered nurse. So I'm just here to encourage you. You can do it on your first attempt, so do not think that because I did it 3 times OET and then IELTS 4 times, you cannot do it on your first attempt. Okay, friends and family, thank you so much for watching this video. Share with your friends and family that are interested in working in the UK, so that they can be encouraged. Like I said before, this video is not to discourage anyone. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.